Hey guys, what's up? This is Prachi, and today we're going to talk about periods because why not? I'll be very honest with you guys, of late, I'm so glad that women are coming out and talking more about the menstrual cycles, about periods, because this is so important for your health. Of course, there still needs to be a lot of change. A lot of, people need to still open up talking about this. I remember when I was in school, I was in a girls' school for a major part of my school life, right? So a lot of times, in my school, they used to hold these kind of events and, talk shows and things like that where people would come and talk to us about periods, about menstrual hygiene, and things like that. And I remember it used to get so awkward even I was in school, right? So I used to look at my friends and my peers, and everybody used to be giggling and silently watching it. And if any girl would get up and bravely ask a question about periods and sanitary pads and things like that, the whole class would get so awkward and gossip about it for days. They would be like, God, she could actually ask a question like that. How could she talk about these things? So, I would participate in the sense I would giggle and I would act like I'm feeling shy. But at the back of my head, I actually wanted to learn. And I'm sure everybody wanted to learn, right? We just didn't want to look awkward. We just didn't want to look out of ordinary. So I'm glad that things seem to be changing. I see a lot of influencers talk about these things, a lot of very healthy conversations happening in the comment section as well. Even I've done a few videos talking about periods. And I think overall people are very open to it, but then every once in a while we do get comments like, how can you talk about such a thing? But guys, here's the thing, periods are a very, very important part, a very normal part of the life of a woman throughout your life till you hit menopause. You are going to have periods every single month. And when your periods are normal, that is a sign of good health. When your periods are not normal, that means something is wrong. And to be able to manage it well is so important because you're going to deal with it every single month for most of your life, right? So anyways, talking about periods and sanitary pads, one of the things that I get a lot, one of the questions I get asked a lot on my channel is, Prachi, I still want to use sanitary pads. I don't want to use tampons. I don't want to use menstrual cups. I still want to use sanitary pads, but they are giving me rashes. Now, rashes are a very, very common problem. It's one of the most common problems that women face during periods. And the reason why we end up having rashes is mostly because our sanitary pads are actually, they actually have slightly synthetic based fibers. So obviously when synthetic is rubbing against your sensitive area, especially because we are wearing sanitary pads in a panty, so like it's all tight and like completely covered the whole day, obviously it is going to lead to rashes. It's going to lead to irritation, especially because that area is so much more sensitive than the rest of your body. And of course, with all the period blood and everything, that's bound to be more of it. So there are a couple of things that we can do, and I've talked about this before. I'll quickly tell you if you missed my previous videos. To deal with all the rashes and itchiness, number one, let your lady parts breathe, okay? Even if it's just during shower, keep it clean. That's also very important. And very importantly, start using diaper rash creams if required. You can also use coconut oil if required. A little moisturization, a little lubrication will actually help you a lot. But nothing can replace the power of a sanitary pad. So you also need to use a sanitary pad which will help in preventing the irritation, which is made of the right kind of fabric. So I recently came across the sanitary pad from the brand called Carmesi, and this is designed for sensitive skin. Okay, as you can see over here on the packaging itself, it says over here Carmesi sensitive sanitary pads for rash-free periods, and it has a plant-based top sheet. What does this mean? Well, it actually has a corn-based fiber. Okay, it's very light, very, very natural. It's plant-based, it's corn-based fiber. So that is what you have. Let me actually try and show this to you on camera. This is what the surface of the sanitary pad looks like. Do you see? It's ultra thin, and it's almost like, it looks like thin soft tissue. It doesn't look like hard. So a lot of sanitary pads, they come with these thick covering, thick outer layer, which is kind of dotted, which is kind of porous. So those kind of tend to be a lot more irritating on skin. Okay, this on the other hand, let me show this to you. I don't know if you can tell this on camera or not, but the fabric is very, very thin, and it's paper thin. It's super soft. Okay, also it is dermatologically tested, with no irritants, and also it's chlorine free. So as you can tell, this is something which is specifically designed to give you rash free periods. Now there are a couple of things that I want to also add on to this. Okay, apart from wearing your sanitary pads right, it's also very important to make sure that the panties that you're wearing are soft. So ideally it's best to wear thin cotton panties instead of those lacy ones, those synthetic ones, because obviously if you're going to wear your panties for the whole day, it's best if it's something which is of a more breathable kind. If the fabric is breathable, that will really help you. And after your periods and just before your periods, if you, by the way, for periods, if you're not using a period tracker app, guys, start using that. It will be such a game changer, such a life changer. Okay, so just before your periods are supposed to start, like maybe if your periods are supposed to start in 1 or 2 days, at night especially when you're sleeping, don't wear any panties. In fact, try not to wear panties at night at all, but especially before your period. And apart from that, use good clean washers, use warm water, keep yourself clean and keep yourself hydrated. That will help you tremendously. This particular pad I really really like because first of all the fabric is extremely thin, extremely soft, like I just showed you. The absorbency is also very good. So of course, depending on your flow, it has three sizes. There is a large size for medium flow, there is extra large size for heavy flow, and double XL size for extra heavy flow. And the price is dependent on the size that you order. So the large, which I'm just showing you here, the large one retails for rupees 130 for 10 pads. And as you can see, these pads, they also come with a disposable bag. So it's very well designed, it's very elegantly designed, and you get a disposable bag and everything. So it's like a complete set. Just carrying one pad, you don't have to carry a newspaper and a separate bag and things like that. You just carry one pad in this packaging itself, and that's it in your handbag. This is what I always recommend. When you are buying sanitary pads, buy all three sizes. Okay, so for the extra heavy days, use double XL. For the lighter days, just use large or extra large. So you can also save some extra money over there. You can use whichever pad is most required on which day, and you'll be able to tell, right? So anyways guys, that's all I wanted to share in today's video. If you found this video useful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, let me know your questions in the comment section below. I would love to answer your questions and help you out if I can. And yeah, that's about it. If you found this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, turn the bell icon for notifications, guys, and keep coming back to Superpower Style for more. Thank you so much for watching. This is me, Prachi, signing off now. Bye bye.